So let's see. Let's talk about Tom, Ariana, and Raquel pissing me the F off. Just Raquel and Tom, really. I just feel like the audacity of this man. Maybe he's back from over there filming Traitors, which is literally the perfect show for him to be on because he's the biggest traitor in the world. Like the betrayal he's inflicted on Ariana after being with her for like 9-10 years is just, it's disgusting. You don't have respect enough for her as a person, for a person you spent all those years with, to treat her with some decency. So it says Tom Sandoval is suing Ariana Madix for accessing explicit videos of Raquel Leviss without authorization. Okay? Bitch, how did she get in your phone? You must have at some point given her your passcode. Boom. Authorization. Like, what are we talking about? And you dropped your phone, okay? You dropped your fucking phone. She picks it up, had an inkling, had a woman's intuition to go in your bitch ass phone, found shit, okay? And decided she, as any woman I feel like would do, you want to send it to yourself as proof. And then naturally you want the bitch, your friend in this scenario, Raquel, to know, I know what the fuck you've been doing. And I'm just like thinking, how does he get off, and what lawyer is telling them that they have an actual chance of going at Ariana over this situation that they made? They made this situation. And there has to be some type of thing where, you know, when you're in a relationship, especially a long-term relationship, like here on the East Coast where I am, they have a thing called like common law marriage after a certain amount of time when you're living together and stuff. So you get certain benefits or whatnot when shit goes down. So if you're in a marriage, right, say you are married, which they essentially should have been after all that time, can your husband sue you because you looked in his phone because he was cheating? Otherwise, a whole slew of women are about to get fucking sued. Like, this doesn't make sense. I feel like we all have gone in somebody's phone. I mean, come on. This is so whack of him. It is so whack of him. And I don't know who is giving them guidance in this whole scenario. Whoever's doing it, they need to stop, because they're just further fucking up their reputations and making people not like them at all. So when people don't like you, they don't want to see you on their screens. They're disgusted by you. There's only so long you can get by of like being like the villain. Okay, you're going on Traitors to play that role. Okay, after that, what's next? What is Vanderpump coming back? Because we haven't heard word about that quite yet. We heard you guys are on break. So I don't know why you wouldn't take this time instead of trying to sue your ex with whom you did dirty. Why would you not take this time, Tom, to heal? Because we're hearing that you're on all types of shit over there with that new girlfriend you got. Y'all are doing all types of shit, allegedly. Why wouldn't you take this time to heal, get healthy, and then maybe come back to the new season of Vanderpump with a new storyline? Be fresh, be free, and move the fuck on. Now y'all are dragging this shit out. And maybe, honestly, maybe they're doing it for a storyline so this can all play out on the next season of Vanderpump. But then if you're suing each other, how are you going to be filming together? It's a fucking mess. And if I were Ariana, I would be so ticked. And I believe she's still over in Fiji doing Love Island. And so Tom's doing all of that, dropping this fucking lawsuit, trying to sue her while she's over in Fiji doing her gig, trying to get her off her fucking game. He's disgusting. He is disgusting. I cannot stand this man. I just don't understand how he gets off suing Ariana for this. Because at the end of the day, if him and Raquel had not made the decision to get into an affair, Ariana would not have anything to pull from anybody's fucking phone. Like, why do people not just start where shit originates? It's maddening to me. Let's see what US has to say. Tom Sandoval sues Ariana Madix for accessing explicit videos of Raquel Leviss without authorization. Whatever. Tom is suing Ariana. according to court documents exclusively obtained by US Weekly. So this is the thing, because the last video I made, Ariana was putting in motions to have this whole deal with Raquel and her lawsuit against her dismissed, which I think is, like, why would you not dismiss this judge on Ariana's part? Go after fucking Tom. Make him fucking pay. So I haven't heard about if her lawsuit with Raquel has been dismissed yet, but now she has this lawsuit with Tom. So apparently on March 1st, 2023, Maddox 39 reviews these videos of Sandoval and Levis 29 without his authorized permission. Like, please stop it. I'm sure Kristen has gone through your phone too when you guys were together. Did you up and sue Kristen? No. It goes into the, you know, the whole ordeal. Then it says here, Sandoval's filing alleges that Maddox made copies of the video and distributed it to Levis and third parties against his authority. Now, in my last video, when we were talking about the lawsuit between Ariana and Raquel, Ariana explicitly says that she didn't send it to any third party. She sent it to herself and she sent it to Raquel. So if they're trying to say, oh, Raquel is the third party, ironic much, yes, she had no business being in their situation to begin with. She was indeed a fucking third party because she was cheating. She was a mistress. Like, oh my gosh, this is so, all these ads, oh my God. Where'd it go? So made copies. So what? Ariana was just sitting there screenshotting it or screen recording it. So apparently Maddox's attorney, Jordan Sussman, responded to Sandoval's claim in a statement to U.S. on Tuesday. It is abhorrent that Tom Sandoval continues to torment Miss Maddox exactly after you already fucking cheated on her with her good friend. You want to then sue her. Who is telling him to do this shit? Are you that hard up for a bag? Did you not just come off with traitors? So now you think you're going to dip into Ariana's bag because she has all these opportunities and is doing well, and you think that you deserve a cut of it? After you cheated on her, his warped mind, he's thinking, well, I cheated on her, and because I cheated on her, she now has these opportunities, and now she's been made a big deal, and she has this, and she's on Love Island, and she's on Broadway, and she never would have gotten any of that if I wouldn't have cheated on her, so I deserve a cut. That's what I'm thinking that his fuck ass is thinking. So the attorney says, Tom is continuing to torment Miss Maddox, from engaging in an illicit affair that shattered her home instability to months of emotional warfare, and now this attempt to further shrink responsibility for the effects his actions have had on her and her emotional well-being. Tom Sandoval knows full well what sort of privileges he and Miss Maddox shared in regard to their personal communication devices. So they're saying, your fucking bitch ass. Probably Tom had her password, she had his password, because how the fuck did she get in his phone? And at that point, you've been in a relationship for umpteen years. You know, I understand people want privacy. You need privacy. I get it. But at that point, what's the issue? Unless you're doing some fuck shit. Like, what is the issue? So, Raquel's face annoys me too. The statement continued, if he or his mistress, exactly, call her by her name, mistress, had their way, it would be illegal for someone to discover their spouse or significant other was having an affair. Exactly. Think of all the women who have gone through their boyfriend's phone or their husband's phones. So what, they could turn around and sue? Like, he's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. For Mr. Sandoval to go from begging Miss Maddox for forgiveness to blaming her for his wrongdoings speaks for itself. Even months after the New York Times branded Mr. Sandoval the most hated man in America, he clearly learned nothing and believes it necessary to continue torturing Miss Maddox in a vain effort to rehabilitate his image. I don't see how that's going to rehabilitate his image in any freaking way. It's just making him look more of a fucking asshole. Miss Maddox is confident that a jury will see through his latest ploy and dismiss his frivolous claims. I hope so. Sandoval's attorney, Matthew Garagos, is the brother of Levis's attorney, Mark Garagos. So that's interesting. So now they done fucking teamed up to come after Ariana after they teamed up to have an affair on her. They're sick. They're sick. So apparently Mark Garagos provided a statement to U.S. in the early hours of Wednesday, the 17th. Why is Raquel's lawyer having to say anything about this? While Tom Sandoval accepts responsibility for his affair, he strongly denies the allegations of the lawsuit filed by Raquel Levis against him and Miss Maddox. The statement read, "In order to ensure a fair and just determination of responsibility among all parties involved, we filed a cross-complaint on behalf of Mr. Sandoval. The customary legal action was crucial to ensure the liability, if any, is fairly distributed based on the actual level of involvement and fault of each party." What the fuck are you talking about? We aim to resolve this legal dispute with utmost respect towards all parties involved. This whole thing, even being a thing, is the utmost disrespect. So stop talking about you're trying to move forward with the utmost disrespect. This is disrespectful as fuck. That any of this has been brought forward against Ariana in any way, shape, and form. When the two people who are to fucking blame in this whole scenario are the two able-bodied, sound mind of free will people decided to get into a fucking affair. It was a decision that they made over and over again because it lasted for months. So it's just crazy to me how he's gonna say they're trying to be respectful of this whole thing and all parties involved. This is so disrespectful. Sandoval's lawsuit against Maddox comes after Levis filed her own lawsuit. Yes, we know. What else? Let me see. Later that month, Sandoval requested Levis. No. We already know that. Okay, so they're just rehashing the stuff with Raquel and her lawsuit against Ariana, and Tom feeling like the lawsuit that Raquel has against him should be dismissed, but oh no, the lawsuit against Ariana shouldn't. They're such fuck asses. There was one more thing I wanted to show you before I pieced out of here, because Katie Maloney, who really has a great foresight, she's clocked so many people. There's actually two things I want to show you. She's clocked so many people, has read them from the jump, and has come out right all the time. And a lot of people try to say they don't like Katie. I don't know why they don't like Katie. But let's see what she had to say, because she also responded to the situation, and Sheena responded to the situation. I'm sure you're so excited to hear what Sheena had to say. She's such a flip-flop. So let me go ahead and find it. One moment. Gotta go through all my likes. Okay. So it says here, Katie Maloney is always going to have Ariana's back, as she should. It says here, Katie put this up, or no, she actually commented. So obviously we see the no of Tom Sandoval suing Ariana. So Katie responds, authorized permission, ... Interesting choice of words, pal. Anyway, you fucking suck. He sucks so bad. And then someone responds and says, wonder if he had authorized permission to screen record the video in the first place, right? Exactly. They're both idiots. And then because Raquel explicitly says he did not have permission, and had she known, she would have said no. So Katie says, no, he didn't, but he did share his phone passcode with his partner at the time. Man's confused about how that bit works, I guess. Very confused. Very, very confused. Oh, you guys, this is Mauricio with his new chick. They got right up on them. TMZ got literally right up on them for this kiss. And then I just wanted to show you guys Sheena's response. Oh, this is also Johnny hanging out You know, and it's so good to see him. I feel like it's like 2016 again, or like early 2000s again, mid 2000s, where he was in the magazines, because he is one of the biggest movie stars. Like, he's A-list. And so I kind of feel like nostalgic, because I remember seeing him out and about and like him being that movie star. And I feel like he's getting that back, where he's doing this, he's doing that, he's being featured in magazines, they're talking about him online. So like, he's getting his real life back, while that woman has to like live in the shadows because she lied her ass off. Anyway, let's go to Sheena and see. This is Johnny and Will. Like, what?
So
that's Jaden, that's Will, and that's Johnny. So they're all just hanging out backstage of this concert. It's so fucking crazy to see them all together. And I keep saying it, I don't know why it's so strange to me that I would think their paths wouldn't cross. They are two of the biggest movie stars. It's like, come on, of course they would be cool. Oh yeah. And then the Yulia chick that we saw and spoke about in my last video, Johnny's possible new love interest, even though she posted a ring emoji, they're absolutely not engaged. So for you guys who were worried and or concerned, he's not moving on that fast. And someone did comment on my last video that she's not 24 and that she's 28. So I'm like, is it that much better? 4 years? I'm like, not really. But then I started thinking, I'm like, I'm 31. And I'm like, if I had a chance with Johnny, would I care that he's like 60 something? I feel like I would go for it. Like, and I'm in my sound mind, you know, like, it would be my consent and my choice. Like, so I mean, to me, yes, 24 is very young. That's a very large age gap. 28 really isn't that much better. But then I had to think about like myself being 31 and what I would do if I had a chance with Johnny. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I still don't know what you have. Like, I would be like, I don't know. I feel like I would have the most fun with Johnny. I don't know what I would have in common with him. Like, do I like music? Yes, but maybe not his type of music that he likes to listen to. I'm not well versed in like theatrics and everything like that. But like, would I have fun? Yeah. Would I rock his world? Yeah. Would I be down for, you know, a good time? Yeah. So if you have the chance, I guess you just take it. But where is Sheena? Because she really pissed me off. Because Sheena, the one who was so cut up, the girl was cut up all season, was so stressed and trying to go to Ariana and like, I don't know, it's so hard for me because I can't be friends with Sandoval, but he did this for me, and all season, so fucking conflicted about Sandoval. You know what I mean? And not being able to be friends with him because Ariana would be mad or upset with her and she didn't know what to do because secretly she really wanted to be friends with him. And it was a whole thing, her and Lala. Okay? So now this is what Sheena has to say.
Oh,
let me go.
And as I'm walking around on this beautiful day in London, I keep getting messages about this. And as I'm walking around on this beautiful day in London, I keep getting messages about this lawsuit. I know you're all waiting for me to weigh in, so here's what I have to say. Tom Sandoval, shit thing to do after a shitty thing you already did. Like, what are you thinking? No, this is not someone I want to be friends with. This is not who I align in my values with.
Girl.
Call me a fucking idiot, okay?
Yes.
I said it at the finale. You know, don't make me look like an idiot.
There you go.
You did.
Idiot.
So... Oh, God, so many thoughts. And as I'm walking,
so I'll cut her a break. I'll cut her a break, a little bit of a break, because she said she looks like an idiot. Indeed, he did make her look like an idiot because she was so cut up off of not being friends with him, not being friends, and it was such a big deal. She didn't align, you know, she aligned with him then after she cheated on her friend Ariana. After he cheated on her friend Ariana, for years with another good friend of theirs. That wasn't enough. It's now too much because he's now trying to sue her. It was fucked up back then. I don't know why now you're realizing that he's a fucking asshole. He was an asshole to do what he did to begin with, the whole affair. And you were so ready to still be friends with him. So, like, for you now to say, oh, I don't align with this. That's not somebody I want to be friends with. Yet you spent your whole last season crying about not being able to be friends with him. It's just wild. And I'm so happy that she said that she looks like an idiot, because it just, we all knew it back then, and I guess she's just late to the party. But at least you're here with us now. So welcome, Sheena, to the right side of things. Welcome. Maybe Lala at some point will catch up and try to redeem her reputation right now, because it's not good. Lala, people are not liking Lala. So it'll be interesting to see if her or Sheena come back next season of Vanderpump Rules. So this video has been long enough already, you guys. If you've gotten to this point, thank you so much for watching. I am going to catch you guys in another video. Try to stay cool. It is hot as hell. Oh my gosh. My AC is actually not even working in my car. I'm getting that fixed Friday, so you can imagine how that is. But I will see you guys in another video.